welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to introduce you to a new business that is a little bit different in the startup accelerator facility, technology facility, now called the Reactor. My guest is Cheryl Finch. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Now, we are used to talking to people who have an invention or a new product, and they're a startup company, and you're a little different than that. Tell us about your company.
I am a little different in that I provide technical writing services and growth strategy services. I help small businesses and nonprofits move to the next level because often they're busy doing the work of their business or doing the work of their nonprofit, and they don't have time perhaps to complete a business plan or to plan out a program. And I come alongside and I help in those areas.
So I think this is so cool because you are a small company and a startup, but at the same time, you're part of the accelerator process and that you're helping other small businesses.
That's true.
What a good fit.
Yeah, it really is a wonderful opportunity for me and for my clients because I bring that energy that they have. You know, we sort of come together and we're like a catalyst. We're, you know, bouncing ideas off of each other.
When you're around those innovators, I'm like, it drains me. They are like boom, 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 the ideas and the motion. And you're around that all the time.
I am. And you know those ideas, they're great, but sometimes you can't really implement an idea all by yourself. You need to have someone to come alongside you and sort of help to clarify and to maybe take a piece of that and actually make it work and then bring it back, and you know, then you continue to collaborate. And so the final product ends up being something better than something that either of us could have done on our own. So it's a great experience.
Well, and I find it's always helpful because I do the communications for the city, and sometimes people are great at communicating themselves, and other times you become this translator. And a lot, you know, with an engineer or an engineering thing, and I'm like, no, let me, you know, can I say it this way? And you do have to kind of translate for that broader audience or for that business plan audience who's going to read it, or for the public if it's a marketing piece or whatever.
That's true. And, you know, often professionals are so close to their work that it is difficult for them to articulate it in a way that makes sense to clients.
They forget to step back.
They forget to step back. So I can step in really in almost any industry and provide a fresh perspective because for instance, I'm working with a physical therapist, and I really don't have a background in physical therapy. However, stepping into that environment and getting a feel for, you know, the basics, I'm able to create documents that really meet the needs of clients and also meet the needs of staff in a way that helps everyone perform their duties better and increase customer experiences and things like that. So it's, you know, again, it's a lot of fun.
So Cheryl, what is your background?
My background, actually, I'm a graduate of William & Mary 3 times over, and my degrees have been in education. So my final degree was a PhD in educational planning, policy, and leadership, and that really has helped me to I'm really good at synthesizing information and then communicating it in a way that helps people understand better. And so I've worked with Hampton City Schools. I've also worked at a local nonprofit. I've worked in a private nonprofit as well. So all of those experiences come together, and it really helps me to be able to dive into new situations and provide a perspective that is valued, you know, and communication has always been one of my strong suits. So using that, you know, for my benefit, but also for my clients' benefit. And so we all win.
So what gave you either the idea or also the courage to start your own business?
Well, you know, it's something that I've always wanted to do, and sometimes life sort of throws you a curve, and when that happens, you sort of decide, okay, what's next?
Because I mean, you had a great school career. You were a central office assistant principal. Your PhD is in that field.
Yes, it is. It is.
And your life went this way.
Yeah, it did. But I feel like I'm still using my skill set in this arena. And, you know, it's fun. Every day I look forward to going in. I've also, in the last few months, I've started to build a team, because up till now I've always sort of worked alone. but I'm finding that I'm getting more work than I can actually do by myself. And so I know that's a good thing.
Right?
And so I'm pulling together a team of other writers and researchers so that I can, really expand and be able to do even more. So that's exciting. But I enjoy the challenge of starting my business and working it and seeing the growth, and again, working with other entrepreneurs and just really, getting embedded in the local network, and it's been wonderful.
That is great. Now, tell us the name of your company again, because I don't think you did.
Yes, my company name is Standard Impact. And, often when I meet someone, I'll say, I write the things that people often don't want to write themselves, and sometimes they don't have the time to write it, but they need it, So, and I provide technical writing services. I provide growth strategy. I bring clarity where there's complexity in order to communicate that in a better way for clients, and also that's either clients and also internally. But Standard Impact is the name of the business.
Now that's an interesting name,
yes,
because it's like sort of standard and sort of wow,
yes,
all at the same time.
Yes.
Is that what you were going for?
That is what I was going for, because I wanted to standardize the wow. I didn't want the wow to be, something that happens periodically. I want it to be part of the normal experience, and so I standardized that, and that's where my talents lie, and so that's what I bring to my clients.
Interesting. Okay, is there anything you want to add before we wrap up?
Well, I'm always open to new clients. So if there's someone in the area that might be interested in my services, look me up, Standard Impact.
And when you say technical writing,
yes,
it's not just high tech.
No.
It's any kind of...
It's any kind of writing that requires that you really sort of focus in and that you communicate specific details in a way so that anyone can read, typically, or if it needs to be really, I'll tailor it to the audience. If it's a board report, then I'll write that in a way that really would meet that need. If it's something that's going to be consumed by the general public, then I'll write it in that way as well. So I really tailor it to whatever is needed.
And your fees are based on individual jobs?
Yes. My fees are based on individual jobs. I do work to be accommodating to clients, but generally we find a middle ground that works for both of us.
Wonderful. Well, it must work because you're expanding.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah, and my company name is Standard Impact, and the website is standardimpact.com.
Good.
Yeah,
it's hard to get that.
I know. I was happy about that too.
That's great. Well, things sound like they're lining up wonderfully for you.
They are, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today.
Okay,
so this
and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching. I hope you've learned a little bit about Cheryl and her business, and also the whole startup mentality, excitement, innovation going on at the reactor, which sounds funny to me. It is the name of the business incubator high-tech facility here at the in Hampton, but also the community of entrepreneurs and how they are supporting each other, creating services and growth so that we can continue that here in Hampton, to have that innovation and to start new businesses, to support each other and to grow. Thanks for watching.